Hello, I'm Mantastic and Fantastic, and today I'm going to be talking about the brand new evolutions that have just gone live in North America. So, one of the best aspects of Puzzle and Dragons is the fact that old and oftentimes irrelevant cards receive new evolutions which help propel them into relevancy. And this is why you should never monster exchange or sell away a single copy of a given card, because you never know what could happen in the future. And with this latest batch of evolutions, Raijin has been essentially propelled from 0 to hero because she now is able to function as one of the best leaders in the game, tremendous damage output, and it's going to make players exceptionally happy because she has a relatively easy team building needs, because there's many Pantheon cards you could potentially use. But at the same time, there are several other new cards who have been released, and I want to take the time within this video to talk about each of them individually to give you an idea of where you can utilize them. So, as mentioned already, Raijin is going to be the star of these new evolutions because of her current form here. So in this form here, she has 777 combo and 3 TPAs with a monstrous 4,000 plus attack stat. So with pluses, you're hitting massive attack stat. You can also inherit a Zerog core weapon assist for 2 more TPAs, so her personal damage is stupendously high. And with that in mind, she is one of the better candidates for utilizing the VDP latent, because her killer selection is probably not necessary, and being able to pierce voids with such high personal damage that's effective against every type of spawn is meaningful. In addition to that, she has a valuable active skill that's on a 5-turn cooldown. It does provide a negative, or basically a 50% debuff to dark attribute cards, but at the same time, it will overwrite any existing debuff, which helps keep the cooldown at a fast 5 turns because it also unlocks a board and gives all 5 colors plus hearts. In addition to that, her leader skill is tremendously powerful and durable. And durable is one of the most important aspects for a leader nowadays. So with attackers, she gives bonus health, like a flat 2 times health, 18 times attack when you match 4 or more colors, and you get damage reduction when you match 4 or more connected light orbs. So you're going to be wanting to match that TPA anyway, so you get your damage reduction. You don't have to match a light TPA. It's not mandatory for your damage multiplier, but it's probably something you want to do anyways because your damage output will be so much higher. So you get that damage reduction and you get 1 point of auto follow-up attack damage, so you can counter resolves. But what makes Raijin so powerful is she can pair with Fasca, and the 2 of them together will yield a team with 3 times health, 288 times attack, 4 times recovery, and 43.75% damage reduction with that auto follow attack and a 7x6 board. So the key is you have enough effective health and bulk to withstand essentially any non-execute hit in the game. And that is meaningful because you don't have to bring shields, you don't have to juggle things around, and the fact that you have 4 times RCV means you can heal back up to full health at every single given moment. So the idea is you cannot truly die, and you have tremendous damage output because Fasca hits hard, Raijin hits hard, the subs you can bring can hit hard. You have a 7x6 board for just more happiness. And as a whole, it's one of the stronger leader pairings. Now, there are obviously some drawbacks to this team. Firstly, you're only restricted to attacker types. Thankfully, there are many different attacker type attacker subs you could use. And this is not an exhaustive list. You have to go in your monster box and just look what you have. But things such as Leona, Yori, Tachibana, Mega Awoken Fujin, which just came out, Indra, and Astalos can all function as potent attacker subs with varying degrees of flexibility. And the other drawback is you need to use 18 skill boosts to transform, as well as the fact that 7x6 is punished in Shura Realm and Altarena 4. Now, the punishment in Shura Realm is it is 99 turns of sticky blind Skyfalls, but it's not every single orb that appears. It's only some orbs. So sometimes you have lots, sometimes you have little, but it only lasts for 1 turn. And remember, with this amount of effective health, you're probably not going to die anyways. So if your board had tons of dark orbs, you could just wait a turn and then they would disappear. And then new ones would fall down, but maybe not that many. Point of the matter is, you are durable and you can overcome the 7x6 penalty in Shura Realm. So all of this taken into consideration means that Raijin paired with Fasca is one of the strongest leaders available, and they are great at smashing through current endgame content. The next card in this batch of evolutions is Mega Awoken Fujin, and Mega Awoken Fujin has respectable damage against Devil and Dragon type spawns. She does have VDP and as well as a Super Jammer resist Awakening, but one of the best appeals of Fujin is a Fujin active. It's something that I've possibly been saying for a prolonged period of time, and possibly others, because she was the first card to ever have avoid damage absorb active skill. Basically, anything of a pink shield that heals itself when you deal too much damage can be countered by Fujin, and Mega Awoken Fujin can naturally do so, but she's infinitely stronger. She has a 14 turn cooldown, which is quite short, and it lasts for 2 turns of damage absorb void. Now, you do have a small penalty of 0.5 times attack for fire, but Fujin herself, only the sub-attribute gets affected, and if it's sub-attributes on other cards, probably not that significant. It also can be used to overwrite any existing attack debuff, but with 2 turns of damage absorb and such a fast cooldown, Fujin can definitely be utilized as a sub across a wide variety of teams. Now, her leader skill is similar to Raijin's in the sense that it wants attacker type, but it's not as strong in my opinion because the multipliers are lower. It also is inferior to the Rygen plus Fasca pairing. Raijin with Fasca gives you that RCV and bigger board, and that ensures you always heal to full health. With Fujin and Raijin, you need to have a healing solution, and Fujin paired with Fasca is not as strong as Raijin paired with Fasca. So point of the matter is Fujin can still work as a leader, but it's probably going to be better off used as a sub unless you have no other options available. But as a sub, her biggest drawback on rainbow teams is relatively low personal damage. It's only double 7 combo and a single devil and dragon killer. So if those two line up, sure, meaningful damage, but it's probably not going to be that much damage compared to the other things like Leona or Iori, who just do so much more by comparison. So that is a bit of a hindrance. On mono wood teams, obviously it takes a little bit more value because the VDP will probably come into play, but at the same time, mono wood at this point in time is not the most popular of colors because it just lacks a truly outstanding leader. But as a whole, you have a Fujin style active skill on a 14 turn cooldown that lasts for 2 turns. Powerful sub to bring along across a variety of teams. And now we come to the pixel forms of this pantheon. And this pantheon here features Napoleon, who is by far the star, but all of the cards in this pantheon feature a similar template of 1 skill boost and 4 killers of a certain type. And it's those 4 killers that grant 81 times personal damage against that respective spawn, and they all can take killer latents of the same typing, as well as the fact that they often have like a 7 combo or a TPA to further bolster their damage output. And Pixel Napoleon is the best shining example of something that completely deletes and destroys machine type spawns because of the 4 machine killer and 7 combo and ability to take machine killer lanes. It's just so stupendously high amounts of damage. And he also has an active skill that can create 5 fire orbs along with a small attack boost. Now at this point in time, machines are the most common and dangerous spawn in Shura Realm, and many of those spawns have incredibly high amounts of effective health, which means you might take multiple turns to kill, and multiple cards hitting damage cap may not even kill a spawn in Shura Realm. So having a tremendous damage dealer is obviously meaningful in that case because your other subs and leaders will be able to hopefully catch up as well. But Napoleon is basically going to be hitting damage cap all the time against machine spawns, which is meaningful. And obviously the drawback is you only have 1 skill boost, and it does compete with Inahime and the chibi girl whose name I cannot pronounce from the Gung Ho collab. But compared to those 2 other options, Inahime has, well, both of the other options have less personal damage. Napoleon eclipses everyone in terms of personal damage, but Inahime has a bit more utility. They have a super jammer resist, and they have 1 more skill boost, and their active skill is stronger, but both Inahime and Napoleon can generate fire orbs with their base active skill, which helps ensure that floor 1 doesn't kill you because you have to kill the blue spawn on floor 1 before it hits you. And if things go badly and your fire orbs get taken away, well, you have a backup active skill to generate orbs. So as a whole, I feel like Pixel Napoleon will definitely start seeing significantly more usage nowadays because with Shura Realm and Gillian teams needing a good, strong machine killing solution before they transform, Napoleon can fill that void. In regards to whether you want to choose Inahime or Pixel Napoleon, I guess it comes down to personal preference. Do you want even more damage output? It's more so it comes down to do you have other things that can deal large amounts of damage? But at the same time, Napoleon is just a wonderful solution because he's always going to hit damage cap against those machine spawns. And now the rest of this pantheon follows a similar template, but their killers are less relevant because there's nowhere else but Shura Realm that has things that are so tanky we can't actually kill them right away. So with 4 devil killers and other offensive awakenings, Barbarossa is obviously a stupendously strong devil killing solution. They have a monstrously high attack stat, but at this point in time, there's nowhere you need to bring them in. There's no endgame content like Shura Realm or Ultra Arena 4 where this will be necessary. It's just overkill. But at the same time, they also come with attribute absorb counter. So let's say in the future we get a dungeon that's like Shura Realm, except it's devil based. So lots of devils with too much effective health to kill instantly. Barbarossa will have value there, but until then, it's still going to be a tremendous devil killing solution for your ranking or farming dungeon needs. Robin Hood may have been robbing your magic stones in the past when you rolled him, but he now has 4 physical killers along with massive other ways to augment the damage output. Niche killer overall, but again, it's great to have. For myself, I actually evolved all 5 of these cards because I've managed to collect them all at some point in time, just to have a tremendously strong killer solution for a specific typing. Yang Griffy, similar idea, except for dragons. And No Banana or Nobunaga is god killing. So again, if you need something to kill gods, Nobunaga is going to be your guy. So, in summary, the new evolutions are quite exciting. We've gained 5 new cards that have tremendous killer potential against a specific spawn. We got Mega Awoken Fujin, who gives that flexibility of having a useful Fujin active skill on a reasonable body that can be used across a variety of teams, and a modest leader skill, along with the truly magical Raijin, who can lead a tremendously durable and tanky team, has massive personal damage, favorable pairing with Fasca, useful active skill as a whole. So, let me know what you think about these new evolutions in the comments below. Do you think any of these are going to change your life? And how happy have you been in using them at this point in time? Either way, hopefully you all have a fantastic day. I wish you all the best luck in your own pad adventures, and happy puzzling.